Hey, 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 honey hive. We are in fall, y'all. Getting ready for the winter. The holidays are coming. And I just want to take the time to encourage everybody to stay strong. Because we all know as the weather begins to cool off, this is the time of year where, people suffer with depression and anxiety. A lot of people transition this time of year. We've lost a lot of loved ones this time of year, but use this time because as the weather gets cooler, y'all know we're gonna be stuck in the house. So I would suggest that we use this time to heal, repair, get rooted for the next season in life. And the next season, as we all know, after winter is spring, and that's the time when you bloom. You're gonna blossom like a rose. We want to be ready to come out like a rose, smelling good, looking good. Do your journaling, reflections, vision boards, most definitely. We getting ready to go into 2026. What do you have for 2026? I know I have already started 2026. I'm not rushing it, but I have plans for 2026. Is me preparing to go full force and staying focused on my business, because I have been slacking in it. I get in. And the one thing that I had to learn, and I've already started self-reflecting, and realizing that everything that I make, I don't have to sell. And that was my biggest problem, because I felt like, oh, I can make this so I can sell this. And I would take the time to create it, before I actually put it out. But it's like everything that you make, or come up with, you don't necessarily have to sell it. God showed me to make it. That's just something for you and your family. You don't have to sell everything. So I was like, okay, but I am getting back focused and going back to my roots, and my roots is herbs. Now I still do my hair products, and I still have my few customers that I still sell to, but my main thing is herbs. And I would say the herbal aspect of like making herbal fruit teas or herbal drinks, foods, cooking different foods with herbs. We, believe it or not, y'all, I know some people don't realize it, but we use herbs every day. Something as simple as basil, that's a herb, and it has all kind of healing properties. You put parsley and stuff, cilantro, mint, all those are herbs. It's so many herbs. But I know some people look at herbs as like, oh, they nasty, because you're looking at like the burdock root or the chamomile or stuff like that. But it's just different kind of herbs. So my focus in this season is making my herbal teas for y'all to buy. We're gonna get that out. Gonna put that out there. I'm basically focused on herbal fruit teas, and I'm just doing the mild side of the herbs, like a universal herb. Everybody can use them, everybody can drink them, that won't interfere with if you have health conditions, because it's certain herbs, the deeper you get into it, they're used for a specific healing property. So if you're taking certain medications, they can interfere with those medications. So right now I don't want to tap back into that. I just want to focus on making stuff that everybody can enjoy, like my pineapple sage tea. It's not a sweet tea. Now you can add your own sweetener, it's up to you, but it's more of a earthy with a hint of fruit to it. It's good. And also my strawberry hibiscus tea, that's another one that I have. It's good as well. And I have some other mild herbs in there to go with it to kind of give it a little extra kick. But that's me, focusing on myself. I got some things in place for 2026, y'all. I hope y'all still following me so y'all can watch it unveil and support. I'm looking forward to the support, the feedback, the help, whatever. I'm open to it. And also I'm looking at life, and you know how they say, go back to your roots. And I always encourage y'all, like, if you still have excuse me, grandparents or uncles or aunties that are still alive that you can talk to and communicate with about the past, to help you with those reflections and even understanding yourself, like, why do I do this, or why do I feel this way? That's a big key to it, because like, even those of us that still have parents alive, and my parents are older, but dealing with certain situations with my parents, I'm realizing some of the things that I do, not even realizing I do it. And some of it be the things that irritate me about my parents, but I'm like, okay, so let's fix this, or sometimes people call me like, well, you act just like your daddy, or you act like your mama, and I be like, well, it ain't a bad thing, that's my parent. But at the same time, some of those things are like, it irritates me when they do it. So and with some people, you've had a parent that was abusive, or as far as the way they talk to you, and you don't realize it, but you do your child the same way, but yet you want to cast stones on the parent that did it to you. So you're no better than them. So take the time to reflect upon yourself and see, not that you hate your parents, but how can I fix this so that we can continue this, so that it does not become, because technically it's a generational curse. So let's fix this. Let's stop, treating our kids a certain way, or talking to them a certain way. It's a way to talk to kids where you don't have to call them all out their name, or not make them feel, like you don't love them. Now, I do believe in discipline. I'm not going to discredit that, but make sure you're disciplined the right way and not being abusive. So, and like, with everything, we're all going through something. I'm going through some things right now, but I keep smiling, keep pushing, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. So we're gonna get to the light. It's coming. But don't focus on, and that's the distractions, the distractions of what's going on in the world, what the media is putting out. We gonna survive. You gonna live regardless. You gonna make it. It may not be what you're accustomed to or what you're used to, but you gonna make it. You gonna get through it. You always have. You're still here. Every day that you wake up, that's a reminder that no matter what's going on around me, I'm here, and I'm here for a reason, and I'm gonna make it. So just remember that. Just tell yourself every day, I'm gonna make it. I'm good. And that's why I be trying to tell y'all, gardening, y'all need to get into gardening, because a lot of stuff that I planted is stuff I've eaten, but I didn't eat a lot of, or my kids didn't eat. But baby, when I tell you bell peppers, all that, tomatoes, green tomatoes, the banana peppers, sometimes I just go out there and eat them, just eat them raw. I never really did that. Just pick a pepper and eat it. Now, not a jalapeno pepper, because them bad boys is hot. But it's about, provide sustaining for yourself. I'm trying to say now, sustain for yourself, where you ain't got to depend on no system. And another thing also is, like, when I say it's rooted in you and it's embedded in you, that's another thing of going back to your roots. Like, as a child, I was raised around that. I was raised in the city, but the part of the city that we was raised in was like the country part. Everybody on the block had some kind of livestock. Pigs, chicken, cows, whatever. We had a big garden in the backyard, my grandparents, when we come to the country, they had livestock. So it's been in me. It's been all around me. It's just sometimes we lose our way. And we get caught up, in the world, things that's going on. And you're just trying to find yourself, but you're going to always come back to your roots. Is the main thing I'm realizing, is that you're going to always come back to your roots. Even with my business, the high school I went to, business management, I went to school for business. But I have allowed so many distractions to keep me from focusing on the whole purpose, the purpose of what I dreamed of, what I wanted as a little girl. I've always wanted my own business. Always. We even started a fish place back in Dallas. It was Williams Freshwater Catfish, because that was something that I wanted, and I was grown, but freshly out of high school. But my parents took that chance, for us to start our own business. So it is time for me, you know, I want to create a legacy for my kids, my grandkids, and many of my great grandkids. And I can't do that by staying focused on I'm not there yet. I have to take baby steps, you know, and just focus on me and getting to the plan, creating a legacy. So I just want to encourage y'all, like I say, sit down as the weather cools off, take some time, make your vision boards. I wouldn't really say set goals, but just set some things in motions that you want to see different or change. It doesn't have to be nothing major, nothing drastic. It could be the littlest things, because when you start with the little things, eventually you'll work your way up to the big things. That's just like with credit. Excuse me, y'all. That's just like with credit. When they working with your credit, or they trying to teach, they always tell you pay off the smallest things first, and then work your way up to the bigger things. So it's the same thing in life. Work with the smaller things, and then work your way up to the bigger things. And I promise you, you'll get through it. You just got to stay focused. It took me a while, and it do take a while, you know, for you to get to a place to where it's time for me to sit down and listen. And that's where I'm at right now. It's time to sit down and listen. And it could be, you know, because the season changed. So it's time for me to sit down. I got to get somewhere and sit down, like they say. But we're going to get through this season. And we're going to come out in the spring like some roses, smelling good, looking good, feeling good, and executing them plans that we put in place during this season. But anyway, y'all stay encouraged. Don't let this get you down. Don't let nothing get you down. Now, it's okay, you know, I'm not saying block your emotions out. Have the emotion. Feel the emotion. But don't let it consume you and take over you where you stuck in the emotion. That's just like, sometimes you have to take a break from social media. Me and my daughter was talking about this. You take a break, but that don't mean that you stay stuck in the break. You got to come out of it. You in that break so you can take time to heal and come out healed, so you can learn how to deal with the things that are about to come at you for this next phase in life. So y'all keep going. Let's get this pen and paper out, get this journaling going, get them Bibles out, do a little Bible study. Let's get to talking to the elders in the family and mamas and daddies. Okay? And I just want to wish each and every one of y'all peace, blessings, love, joy, abundance, and prosperity. See y'all next time.